Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a shocking topic that will leave you surprised. Actors currently in prison and the reasons you'd never recognize them today. Some of Hollywood's biggest stars have experienced major falls from grace, and the reasons behind their imprisonment will leave you in disbelief. From infamous crimes to scandals that ended their careers, we'll take a look at how these once celebrated stars are now living behind bars. Before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button if you find this video interesting and share it with your friends so they can discover these surprising stories too. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our exciting videos coming soon. Shah, a prominent star of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, initially captivated viewers with her bold personality and extravagant lifestyle. Known for her fierce presence and unfiltered attitude, she quickly became one of the show's standout figures. However, in 2021, her image took a dramatic hit when she was arrested for her involvement in a large-scale telemarketing fraud operation. Authorities revealed that Shah, along with her associates, preyed on elderly and vulnerable individuals, convincing them to invest in fake products and services. This revelation left a significant stain on her once glamorous public persona. The fraudulent scheme, which lasted for several years, resulted in substantial financial damage to its victims. During the trial, evidence such as text messages, emails, and other communications clearly demonstrated Shah's direct involvement in orchestrating the scam. Her fame as a reality TV star only heightened the sense of betrayal felt by both her fans and the public. Initially, Shah pleaded not guilty to the charges, but eventually she admitted her involvement, taking responsibility for her actions and acknowledging the harm she caused to vulnerable individuals. In 2022, Shah was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison, a sentence that reflected the gravity of her actions. The case stunned fans who had once admired her bold personality and charisma on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, revealing a stark contrast between her public image and her criminal activities. Shah's fall from grace serves as a powerful reminder of the responsibility that comes with fame and influence. Her story underscores the destructive effects of greed and the exploitation of trust, particularly when targeting vulnerable individuals. Once a cherished reality TV star, Shah's legacy is now marred by her crimes, offering a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and moral corruption. Alison Mack, once adored for her portrayal of Chloe Sullivan on Smallville, shocked Hollywood and fans when she was exposed as a key figure in NXIVM, a self-help organization unmasked as a manipulative and exploitative cult. Investigators revealed that Mack used her celebrity status to recruit members, enticing them with promises of mentorship, personal growth, and career advancement. Court evidence detailed her active role in coercing recruits, enforcing strict rules, and aiding the group's leader in exploiting individuals under the guise of empowerment. The revelations marked a devastating fall from grace for the actress, whose involvement left an indelible stain on her once promising career. During her trial, prosecutors presented a wealth of evidence, including emails and text messages, that clearly outlined her role in the scandal. Mack ultimately pleaded guilty to conspiracy charges and was sentenced to 3 years in prison in 2021. At her sentencing, she expressed sincere remorse for her actions, recognizing the pain and manipulation she caused to those she recruited into the group. This case prompted widespread conversation about the dangers of unchecked influence and the ethical responsibilities of public figures. It served as a stark reminder of how easily trust can be exploited, especially when cloaked in the guise of personal growth and empowerment. Mack's downfall is a sharp contrast to her past career, where she played a loyal, principled character admired by viewers. Her story now serves as a powerful cautionary tale about the dangers of abusing influence and the consequences of misguided leadership. It highlights the need for careful discernment when seeking guidance or mentorship, reminding us how even the most trusted figures can veer off course, leading others into harmful paths. Chris Wu, originally known as Wu Yifan, is a Canadian-born entertainment figure who first gained widespread attention as a member of the popular K-pop group EXO. His success skyrocketed, and he later transitioned into acting, starring in major films such as The Mermaid, Journey to the West, The Demons Strike Back, XXX, Return of Xander Cage, and Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. However, despite his rising fame and accomplishments in both music and film, Chris Wu's career took a dramatic turn due to legal issues. Allegations surfaced that severely damaged his reputation, overshadowing his achievements and leaving his public image tarnished. Once celebrated as a multifaceted star in entertainment, his fall from grace has been a significant story in the industry. In July 2021, Chris Wu found himself at the center of a high-profile legal case that attracted widespread public and media attention. The serious allegations against him had a profound impact on his reputation, sparking intense scrutiny within the entertainment world. After a thorough investigation and trial, Chris Wu was sentenced in November 2022, facing harsh legal penalties that severely affected both his career and his public image. This case highlights the critical importance of handling legal issues with integrity and accountability, especially in the public eye, where actions can have far-reaching consequences. Will Hayden, a respected firearms expert and star of the reality TV show Sons of Guns, was left devastated when his predatory behavior was discovered in 2014. Hayden was accused of sexually assaulting a young girl, allegations that were initially questioned by some, but which later opened a series of shocking revelations about his long-term abuse of multiple victims, including his own daughter. The investigation painted a chilling picture of Hayden's actions, which spanned years and involved victims he groomed under the guise of family guidance and trust. Medical reports and testimony from victims confirmed the allegations, leaving no room for doubt. As these horrifying details came to light, public outrage grew, leading to the immediate cancellation of Sons of Guns in 2017. Hayden was convicted of rape and aggravated sexual assault, receiving a life sentence without the possibility of parole, along with additional sentences to ensure he would never be released. Hayden's crimes not only destroyed his career but also shattered the lives of his victims, many of whom continue to struggle to rebuild their sense of safety and self-worth. His case stands as a harsh reminder of the dangers of power and trust being abused. Drew Drexel, formerly hailed as a champion of American Ninja Warrior, was a symbol of resilience and athleticism, admired by millions of fans. His remarkable skills and magnetic presence made him one of the most recognized figures in competitive sports entertainment. Drexel's achievements highlighted his strength, perseverance, and dedication, earning him a reputation as an inspiration and role model to many. His journey stood as a testament to the power of hard work and determination in overcoming obstacles. In 2020, Drew Drexel's career and public image took a devastating blow when serious allegations of misconduct came to light. Investigations revealed a troubling pattern of inappropriate behavior over several years, shattering the positive reputation he had built. The revelations led to legal actions that left the sports community stunned, and the fallout was swift. Sponsors, fans, and television networks distanced themselves from him, leaving Drexel, once a celebrated champion, completely ostracized from the world of competitive sports. Drew Drexel's downfall raises tough questions about the accountability of public figures, particularly in spaces where they wield considerable influence over their communities. His actions not only broke the trust of his fans, but also highlighted the necessity for stronger oversight to prevent such misconduct. His story serves as a powerful reminder that personal decisions can quickly eclipse professional accomplishments, underscoring the vital importance of preserving the trust that the public places in well-known figures. Todd Chrisley, the flamboyant star of Chrisley Knows Best, captivated audiences with his humor and lavish lifestyle, portraying himself as a sharp businessman and devoted family man. However, beneath the polished facade was a tangled web of financial deception. In 2022, Chrisley's carefully crafted image unraveled when he was convicted in a high-profile fraud case, shocking fans and tarnishing his once celebrated reputation. Todd and Julie Chrisley were convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion, exposing the financial deception behind their extravagant lifestyle. Prosecutors revealed the couple had falsified documents to secure millions in loans, with evidence including forged financial statements and testimony from former employees. Their efforts to evade taxes and hide income further deepened their legal troubles. Despite the overwhelming evidence, Todd insisted on his innocence, claiming he was wrongfully accused. The case marked a dramatic fall from grace for the reality TV stars. Despite Todd Chrisley's protests of innocence, the evidence proved damning. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison, while Julie received 7 years, leaving fans stunned and shattering the carefully crafted image of their family. Their downfall serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of living beyond one's means and the severe consequences of financial fraud. Once a beloved reality TV icon, Todd Chrisley's legacy now stands as a sobering reminder of the high cost of dishonesty and the inevitable consequences of deceit, especially for those in the public eye. Joe Exotic, born Joseph Maldonado Passage, gained worldwide attention through the Netflix documentary Tiger King, which highlighted his flamboyant personality and chaotic life as the owner of a private zoo in Oklahoma. Despite his larger-than-life public persona and dramatic feuds, a darker, more troubling side of his life emerged. In 2019, Joe Exotic was arrested on serious charges, including murder for hire and violations of wildlife laws. Central to his legal troubles was his bitter feud with Carole Baskin, a well-known animal rights activist, which ultimately became a key factor in his downfall. The bitter feud between Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin, fueled by public accusations and intense confrontations, reached its peak when Joe tried to hire someone to kill Baskin, although the plot was never carried out. Investigators uncovered evidence, including payments and incriminating conversations, linking him to the scheme. In addition to these charges, authorities also accused Joe of killing 5 tigers at his zoo and trafficking in protected animals, exposing the unethical and cruel practices hidden behind the scenes of his operation. These revelations starkly contrasted with his public image, painting a disturbing picture of exploitation and mistreatment. In 2020, Joe Exotic was convicted and sentenced to 22 years in federal prison, marking the dramatic fall of a once celebrated figure. His case sparked widespread discussions about the ethics of private wild animal ownership and the harmful effects of unchecked egos and personal vendettas. Even after his imprisonment, Joe's notoriety persisted, with some supporters campaigning for his release and calling for presidential intervention. His story, a strange blend of entertainment and tragedy, serves as a stark warning about the dangers of unregulated wildlife exploitation and the destructive impact of personal grudges. Once a polarizing but captivating reality TV star, Joe Exotic's legacy is now forever linked to his crimes, offering a cautionary tale about the darker aspects of fame, ambition, and moral failure. Michael Jace, known for his role as Officer Julian Lowe on The Shield, shocked the entertainment world when he was involved in a tragic incident that would forever alter his career and reputation. On May 19, 2014, he made a chilling 911 call, confessing to the shooting death of his wife, April Jace, in their Los Angeles home. The murder occurred in front of their 2 children, intensifying the emotional trauma of the event. The investigation revealed a marriage fraught with tension, compounded by financial struggles. These factors appeared to contribute to the eventual tragedy. This act not only shattered the Jace family's life, but also left an indelible mark on his career, as the actor, once celebrated for his role in a hit TV series, found himself at the center of an unspeakable crime. In the courtroom, it was revealed that Michael Jace, overwhelmed by anger and frustration, accused his wife, April, of wanting a divorce before he fatally shot her. April, a dedicated mother and skilled athlete, had been seeking greater independence as their troubled marriage unraveled. The prosecution presented chilling evidence of Jace's premeditated actions, including his disturbing final words to her, "If you like running, then run to heaven." In 2016, Jace was found guilty of second-degree murder and sentenced to 40 years to life in prison. His dramatic fall from grace stunned the public. Once admired for his roles in television, Jace's tragic actions highlighted the devastating consequences of unresolved personal conflicts, transforming him from a celebrated actor into a grim reminder of how personal struggles, when left unchecked, can lead to irreversible disaster. Zara Phythian, a martial artist and actress recognized for her role in Doctor Strange, was once celebrated for her skill and athleticism. However, in 2022, her reputation and career crumbled when she and her husband, Victor Mark, were convicted of serious criminal offenses involving a teenage victim. The revelations sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, as her disciplined public image sharply contrasted with the disturbing accusations. During the trial, the victim, who was only 13 at the time, gave a detailed testimony describing how Phythian and Mark manipulated and exploited her over a prolonged period. Supporting evidence, including incriminating messages and corroborated statements, reinforced the case against them, leaving no doubt about the severity of their crimes. Phythian and her husband were both sentenced to long prison terms, effectively ending her career in entertainment. The case underscored the abuse of power and trust, while also sparking important discussions about the need to better protect vulnerable individuals, especially in industries where those in positions of authority may exploit their influence. Phythian's downfall serves as a harsh reminder that outward success and talent can conceal harmful actions. Her crimes and the lasting impact they had on the victim now overshadow her previous accomplishments, leaving an indelible mark on her legacy. Kalen Walker, a once promising actor and rapper known for roles in films like Straight Outta Compton, was quickly thrust into the public eye for all the wrong reasons. In 2018, his burgeoning career came crashing down when he was arrested and charged with multiple counts of sexual assault. Several victims came forward, accusing Walker of exploiting his fame and manipulating them for his own gain. The allegations revealed a disturbing pattern of predatory behavior, leading to a dramatic fall from grace for the aspiring star. During the trial, the testimonies from multiple victims painted a disturbing picture of Kalen Walker's manipulation and exploitation. Most of the victims were aspiring models and actresses, whom Walker allegedly lured under the false pretense of offering career opportunities. Using his position in the entertainment industry, he preyed on their ambitions, coercing and abusing them. The prosecution presented damning evidence, including electronic communications and victim statements, which revealed the extent of his deceitful and predatory behavior. Many victims spoke about the emotional and professional pressure they felt, fearing backlash or damage to their careers if they came forward. This case underscored the dark side of the entertainment industry, exposing the abuse of power and the long-lasting effects on the victims. In 2022, Kalen Walker was convicted of multiple sexual assault charges, receiving a lengthy prison sentence. His case not only drew attention for the horrifying nature of his crimes, but also highlighted the systemic issues within the entertainment industry. The trial ignited vital conversations about the abuse of power and the urgent need to ensure safe spaces for vulnerable individuals. Walker's fall from grace serves as a stark reminder of how fame and influence can be misused, leaving lasting scars on both victims and the perpetrator's legacy. What could have been a promising career in Hollywood is now a chilling cautionary tale about the critical importance of accountability and the irreversible damage caused by the betrayal of trust and power. Harvey Weinstein, once a Hollywood powerhouse and co-founder of Miramax, built a legacy of Oscar-winning films and unrivaled influence in the entertainment industry. However, his career came crashing down in 2017 when a torrent of allegations exposed his decades-long pattern of abuse and exploitation. Sparked by the testimonies of dozens of women, including prominent actresses, the revelations not only toppled Weinstein, but also ignited the global Me Too movement. Investigations revealed a web of manipulation and misconduct, supported by emails and witness accounts, that painted a damning picture of the toxic environment he fostered within his empire. In 2020, Harvey Weinstein was convicted of sexual assault and rape in a landmark trial that marked a turning point in the fight against abuse in Hollywood. Sentenced to 23 years in prison, the decision delivered long-awaited justice to his victims and underscored a broader cultural reckoning with misconduct and power dynamics in the workplace. The case became a catalyst for survivors across industries to break their silence, challenging the systems that had shielded predators like Weinstein for decades. Once a celebrated mogul, Weinstein's name now stands as a symbol of systemic abuse and the consequences of unchecked power, cementing his downfall as one of the most significant in Hollywood history. Skyler Deleon, a former child actor with a minor role in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, became infamous for a chilling crime that horrified the nation. In 2004, Deleon and accomplices devised a sinister plan to steal the yacht of Thomas and Jackie Hawks, a retired couple enjoying their dream life at sea. Pretending to be an interested buyer, Deleon gained the couple's trust with fabricated stories. During a test sale, the scheme turned deadly as the couple was tied up, coerced into signing over the yacht, and cruelly secured to an anchor before being thrown alive into the ocean. The sheer brutality of the act left the public outraged and stunned. At trial, evidence, including witness testimony, signed documents, and statements from accomplices, revealed the calculated and ruthless nature of Skyler Deleon's crime. In 2009, Deleon was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to death, marking a grim end to a case that shocked the nation. The tragedy stands as a chilling reminder of the destructive power of greed and the depths some will go for material gain. Deleon's story is a haunting cautionary tale of betrayal and the devastating consequences of unchecked ambition. Shannon Richardson, who was once a recognizable face in Hollywood with small roles in The Walking Dead and The Vampire Diaries, left the public in shock when she became embroiled in an unthinkable crime. In 2013, Richardson made national headlines after being arrested for sending ricin-laced letters to President Barack Obama and other prominent figures, including New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg. At first, it seemed unimaginable that someone with her acting background could be involved in such a plot, but the truth soon revealed a disturbing and sinister scheme beneath the surface of her career. Richardson's plot came to light when investigators connected the ricin-laced letters to her through forensic evidence, including fingerprints and data found on her personal computer. In an attempt to shift blame, she tried to frame her ex-husband, but the evidence against her was irrefutable. The case not only shocked the public, but also revealed the psychological unraveling beneath her carefully curated public image. Once a minor actress, Richardson's descent into infamy culminated in an 18-year prison sentence in July 2014. Her story stands as a chilling reminder of how fleeting fame, when mixed with personal instability, can lead to catastrophic outcomes. Today, her name is remembered not for her acting roles, but as a grim example of the devastating consequences of malice and poor decisions. Zachary Horwitz, an actor who went by the name Zach Avery, gained notoriety not for his acting career, but for masterminding a daring financial scam that shook Hollywood. From 2014 to 2019, Horwitz ran a Ponzi scheme, defrauding investors of up to $650 million by falsely promising lucrative film licensing deals with major companies like HBO and Netflix. Beneath his image as a successful film producer, Horwitz constructed an elaborate web of lies and deception, which eventually collapsed, revealing the full scale of his fraudulent operation. Horwitz deceived many of his victims, including personal friends, into investing in his company, One in Capital, by promising substantial returns. He fabricated contracts, forged emails, and used money from new investors to pay off earlier ones, maintaining the illusion of a profitable business. Meanwhile, Horwitz indulged in a lavish lifestyle, buying luxury homes, high-end cars, and extravagant goods, all financed by the millions he had swindled. The scheme unraveled when Horwitz could no longer cover the fraudulent payouts, leading investors to launch investigations that ultimately uncovered the full extent of his deception. In 2021, federal authorities arrested Horwitz, exposing the full scope of his complex scam. In court, he was convicted of securities fraud and sentenced to 20 years in prison in 2022. The impact of his actions extended far beyond financial losses, deeply affecting his victims emotionally and upending their lives due to the betrayal of their trust. Horwitz's story serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of unchecked greed and a cautionary tale about the temptations of wealth and the extreme measures some will take to achieve it. Once seen as a rising actor, Horwitz's legacy is now marked by fraud, leaving behind a sobering lesson about the fragility of trust and the true cost of deception. Amy Locane, once celebrated for her role on Melrose Place, saw her life take a tragic turn in 2010 when her reckless actions led to a fatal car crash. The accident claimed the life of Helen Seaman and seriously injured her husband, Fred Seaman, leaving a permanent shadow over Locane's career and personal life. Driving under the influence with a blood alcohol level far above the legal limit, Locane was reportedly speeding and swerving before her vehicle collided with the Seaman's car as they turned into their driveway. The devastating incident marked a shocking fall from grace for the once beloved actress. During her trial, Amy Locane expressed deep remorse, acknowledging the irreversible harm she caused. Prosecutors, however, emphasized that her decision to drive under the influence showed a reckless disregard for human life. Initially sentenced to 3 years in prison, her case was revisited after appeals, leading to an extended sentence to reflect the gravity of her actions. Locane's downfall serves as a tragic reminder of how a single reckless choice can have devastating consequences. Her story highlights the dangers of drunk driving and the profound impact it leaves on victims' families and those responsible. Ryan Grantham, a young actor once recognized for roles in Riverdale and Diary of a Wimpy Kid, shocked the world in 2020 with a crime that ended his career and shattered lives. At just 21, Grantham tragically shot and killed his mother, Barbara Waite, in their British Columbia home, a premeditated act he chillingly documented in a video confession. The case darkened further when authorities revealed his subsequent plan to assassinate Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Armed with weapons and a map to Trudeau's residence, Grantham abandoned his deadly intent and surrendered to the police, leaving a legacy of talent overshadowed by a harrowing descent into infamy. During his trial, Ryan Grantham's actions were presented as carefully premeditated, with prosecutors emphasizing that his mental health struggles, while significant, could not justify the severity of his crime. In 2022, Grantham was sentenced to life in prison, with no chance of parole for 14 years, underscoring the gravity of his offenses. His case serves as a tragic example of how untreated psychological issues can spiral into violent, irreversible actions. Once hailed as a rising star in Hollywood, Grantham's fall from grace, from promising actor to convicted murderer, highlights the devastating impact such actions have on families, communities, and society as a whole. Jared Fogle, once a globally recognized figure as the spokesperson for Subway due to his inspiring weight loss journey, was initially seen as a symbol of health and perseverance. However, in 2015, his public persona shattered when he was arrested and convicted of horrendous crimes. Fogle's involvement in possessing inappropriate materials and engaging in predatory behavior devastated his reputation and ended his career. The investigation into his actions was sparked when a colleague tipped off authorities, leading to a thorough FBI probe. Evidence, including digital communications and incriminating materials, firmly connected Fogle to these criminal activities. During the trial, testimonies exposed the extent of his predatory behavior, reinforcing the seriousness of his crimes. Despite expressing regret, the weight of his actions overshadowed any remorse, permanently altering his legacy. In 2015, Jared Fogle was sentenced to 15 years in federal prison, a sentence that underscored the severity of his crimes. The fallout was swift and unforgiving, with Subway severing all ties and the public universally condemning him. His actions not only caused immense harm to his victims, but also shattered the trust of millions who had once looked up to him as a role model. Fogle's story serves as a powerful reminder of the stark contrast that can exist between public personas and private actions. Once a respected figure and source of inspiration, his legacy is now forever tainted by his crimes, offering a sobering lesson about accountability and the lasting impact of unethical behavior. Danny Masterson's career followed the familiar arc of Hollywood highs and devastating lows. Born in Long Island, New York in 1976, he became a household name as Stephen Hyde on That 70s Show, winning over audiences with his laid-back, rebellious persona. But behind the scenes, a much darker reality was unfolding. By the mid-2010s, serious allegations of sexual assault surfaced, casting a shadow over his once thriving career. The biggest blow came in June 2020, when he was formally charged with 3 counts of sexual assault, marking the beginning of a legal battle that would ultimately redefine his legacy. Danny Masterson's legal battle has cast a permanent shadow over both his personal and professional life. The fallout was immediate. His talent agency cut ties, and the industry that once embraced him quickly distanced itself. By 2023, at 47 years old, Masterson faced a grim reality as his future hung in the balance. His trial became a focal point in ongoing discussions about power, accountability, and justice in Hollywood. With his fate sealed by the court's ruling, the outcome not only determined his personal future, but also cemented his legacy as a cautionary tale of how swiftly success can unravel when faced with serious allegations. Well, there you have it. Some of the most surprising and unsettling stories of actors who went from fame to prison. It's crazy how quickly things can change, right? Fame, fortune, and success don't always guarantee happiness, and for some, it led them down a much darker path. Let us know in the comments what you think about these shocking downfalls, and if you have any others to add to the list. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe for more unbelievable stories. Until next time, stay safe And remember, always be careful who you trust.